Behaviour underpins everything that a municipal collection service is about. It's all about an individual having an item and deciding what they're going to do with it. And it's our role as providing that service and everything that surrounds it to influence that decision. And communication is a really key way that we do that. A communication strategy is reliant on a whole range of communication channels. One leaflet going through a door is not going to change everyone's behaviour in the long term, and ideally that's what we want. As much as a large communication campaign, normally around a service change, sees that real peak just after we make that change, as people's habits kick in and they respond to all the communications that take place, that often wanes in the long term as good habits start to break and people go back to their previous habits. The real challenge is sustaining that in the long term, and that's what we're looking at in other ways throughout Suez. So what we're doing at Suez is looking at ways that we can increase momentum within an existing service that hasn't experienced any change, and also to maintain momentum once we've gone through a period of change as well, which both have their own unique set of challenges. So what we're doing is making sure we have all the information available to us, so that's participation reporting, contamination reports, that are really valuable sources to help us make an informed decision about how we target resource and time most effectively. And what we're finding is that sometimes this doesn't even have to cost a huge amount of money either. So, even just a well-worded letter with a little reminder about the service, we can see making a difference, but we have to target it at the right target audience, and it has to be part of a long-term strategy to encourage that change in the long term. So what we know from the work that we're doing is that ultimately investing in communications pays off. This is through the long-term behavioural change that we can achieve through taking that time to understand how we direct those limited budgets that we all have, because it is tough times at the moment, we know that. But by continuing to make sure that we reduce disposal, increase recycling, eventually those costs do turn around.